So we finally got a foreign terror designation for Mexican cartels thanks to President Trump and many people like these right here. Hold on, I know you're excited. First, we were the first state to declare an invasion thanks to Governor Abbott and his leadership, and we were the first state to declare cartels as foreign terror organizations. So what does that mean? Unpack that a little bit for us.
Sure, really it takes the gloves off. So who here is from the Houston area? All right, so if you remember earlier this year, there were 41 members of Cartel Jalisco New Generation, CGNG, who was just designated today. The State Department came out today, if you guys saw that, that little report on your little social media platforms. But 41 were indicted and charged for drug trafficking and everything else in Houston. Who remembers that in Houston? It happened mid-year. All right, how long did that take? Do you guys know? 62 months to create a case in order to charge 41, and they didn't even apprehend or get 41. They only were able to get in custody 23. So the process of creating cases and in the investigative model to go after the Mexican cartels is completely outdated. It just takes too much time. In the meantime, while they were doing that, they were killing people using fentanyl. Okay? They were trafficking for 5 years without the government stopping it at all. So really what foreign terrorist organization designation does to your guys' communities, it allows law enforcement to work with DEA, to work with the Department of Justice, the FBI, to then, if they are illegal aliens, to immediately grab them through ERO and then get them out of your communities right away. It's going to bypass a lot of the bureaucracy needed in order to prosecute Mexican cartels. That also includes the people or the intermediaries that they work with. So the cartels work by proxy, if anyone doesn't know that. They work by subcontractor and contractors. They work in cells throughout the United States. So that's why when you look at maps, it's very difficult to find out where the cartels actually exist. The DEA publishes a report, but it's very minimal. They're like, oh, CGNG is kind of over here. And that is by design. The cartels do counter-surveillance and counterintelligence, and they conduct all their operations in cell-like fashion, just like ISIS. And that is so that you don't understand who or where they are. Then they contract mostly to U.S. citizens, or their indentured servants, illegal aliens. And so it's going to also help us and help the government go after them for material support. It's going to make the consequences so harsh and so quick and fast that those that want to work in drug trafficking or human trafficking are going to have to think twice about it now, because before they were just getting away with it. They were just getting released on bond or bail, and now that's not going to be the case at all.
And just a freebie for you, what does that mean for the Mexican government?
Unfortunately, for the Mexican government, it's going to place a very big diplomatic pressure on them. They're either going to have to comply with going after them, otherwise they're going to be known as the largest state sponsor of terrorism. So last week, the DEA came out from the special agent in charge in New York and stated that the cartels are now in 65 different countries. It's no longer 40 or 47, they are in 65. So what we do or fail to act in the United States against the cartels, not just here but in Mexico, not only affects us and Mexico or Central and South America, it affects 65 other nations where the cartels are conducting drug warfare. And so diplomatically, it's going to be a nightmare for the Mexican government to be like, all right, we're not going to do anything, or we're just going to take things lightly. Because then we're going to be like, oh, guess what? They're now designated, and now they're also in 65 countries. All eyes on you, Mexico. All eyes on you.